and Toga, SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. 80 knots, thrust set. 5500. Pre-warp. Rotate.
Test. Check 1, 2, 3. What is up, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome in. Apologize that we are, 2 hours, 3 hours late. Listen, the fishing was so good this evening. I actually left them biting. I almost just canned the whole stream, but this is how much I love y'all. I came back. I put the rods down. I put the boat away. And we're going live. Now, with that said, I did not get to do any practice runs. I did not get to do any testing of said route. I did not get to do anything. I did, however, get the airplane updated. I cleared out my WASM folder just in case. I cleared out the work folder, so I got to rebind my throttles. Make sure I remember to do that before we take off, please, or before engine start. We'll have to do a recalibration. Other than that, though, this is going to be just first time. Hopefully we get lucky, and here's the other issue. I was planning on taking a Dash 900. Virgin only flies the 1000 apparently, or that's the only livery we have on the 1000. So it's going to be a little extra spicy today. I hope we can get out of here. It's a 7,000 foot strip. I'm pretty sure this ramp is not meant for a 340, a 350, a 330, and there was another 350 here that was on top of me here. I know it's hard to find a spawn-in spot, man. It's pretty cramped. I do apologize, but thanks for just moving out of the way there. So yeah, this is going to be a first-time pass, and definitely not a pro streamer move, but I'm ready to go. We're going to do a Friday night flight here. Not a super long one. I had to shorten it up. I did not drop my trip. Y'all will be proud of me. I'm going back to work on Sunday, so tomorrow we might have to do some Burbank action because I got some Burbank. On Monday that I got to do. I got a couple Burbank turns. West Coast trip, so I got to get back in the 320 to refresh my memory, but we'll do one little flight tonight. in the 350. So hopefully everything works as intended. I sure picked a heck of a day to take the day away from Flight Sim. I guess there was some dramas yesterday, which I'm sure y'all will fill me in on this flight over there. So welcome all, welcome in. Let's get right to it. Let's not waste any time, and let's get this airplane fired up, and let's, oh good, our views did save. I was concerned about that. All right, good. Views are saved. We'll get the batteries on. Let me make sure sim sounds are turned up to 11. How's the new update? Everybody, new update working good? Hopefully. We'll get batteries and external power. Beautiful. Everything's juicing up, coming to life. Somebody left a comment, said they don't like the word juice. Well, got some news for you, my friend. Got a lot of juice around here. What lake? I was not on Roberts, I'll tell you that, Al. I was up at my little home lake here next to my house. Crushing them. I caught 17 pounds in 3 hours, Al. I had three 4.5 pounders, and then like a couple smaller ones. But they were crushing a little mini jig, man. So I was jacked. I can't believe I left. A lot of drama between Fenix and inibuilds. Oh boy. Oh boy. Fishing from a barrel, V1. I know, man. It's not always like that, but it's getting warm, so it's getting extra good out there. Okay, before we forget, let's figure out how to go to opciones, throttle calibraciones. Here we go. We're going to calibrate the throttle. Use global dead zone. No, we're going to do, let's do our stuff here. We're going to go max reverse, calibrate. We're going to go idle, calibrate. We're going to go regular idle, calibrate. Regular climb, calibrate. 17 pounds on a bag of 5. Yeah, just my best 5. And I caught, I don't know, I think I probably caught 12. That's a flex in 3 hours. Now, to keep that in perspective, I was out on Lady Lou. Al knows where Louisville is. I fished Louisville on my day off on Thursday. I fished pretty much all day and scrapped together like 14 pounds, and I think I caught 6 fish. So it was a bit of a grinder yesterday, but my little home lake today, crushing it. So, all right. Can you do a secondary plan today? It's a thing with the 350. Haven't seen you do this yet. I can't get it to work right. Thrust set, I feel like you're baiting me because the only thing I heard about secondary flight plan is that secondary flight plan causes a WASM crash. So you're dead to me, Thrust set. I think you're trying to bait me into doing a WASM. Let's go ahead and get this airplane fired up on the overhead. Crew supplies coming on. We'll get our ADIRs into alignment 1, 2, and 3. That looks good. Logo lights will go on position. Strobe, auto. I see we're still backwards on the switching. Cool. No smoking. Auto. Arm the emergency exit light. Let's do a fire test. Currently cruising at 400, heading to Atlanta from JFK. Good deal, man. Good deal. I didn't get to catch XP's landing. Did he make it all the way to Boston today? I know XP was flying out there to Boston. I only caught his departure. All right, let's go ahead and start from the top. Flight ops status, sim brief import. Here we go. That's us, Virgin 357 Heavy out to Toncontin. Let's let the fun begin. Initialize company flight plan request, please. Can you leave the no smoking off, please? We have a lot to burn. Hamburglar. It's only an auto right now, my friend, so it's on the ground. Now, you got to have them extinguished on the ground. Once we get airborne, we'll see what we can do. His sim crashed above, oh no, his sim crashed above Detroit. He reloaded and departed from Detroit and made it in 2020. Ah, dude. Bummer. All right, received. Insert. Here's the thing. If we have a WASM crash, I'm Alt F4 and going home for a movie night with the kiddos. So let that be a forewarning. If we have any WASM crashes this evening, I'll probably just say goodbye, Alt F4, and out the door. This is us, though. Virgin 357 Heavy, Grand Cayman to Toncontin. We got an alternate of MHLM. Somebody, is that like the new Toncontin? Is that the new Honda? What's MHLM? I feel like I know that IKO. Cost index 118. That looks good. Let's go ahead and go to the fuel and load. Let's flip you over. We'll go to the load sheet. We'll do a sim brief import. We'll do a set 0 fuel. We'll set our fuel load as well. Only 11,000 pounds. That doesn't, okay, there we go. 36.1. That checks out. 1 month. Hope you've been well. Chandler, good evening, sir. Welcome on board. Happy 1 month celebration, my friend. Zero fuel weight is 433.4. So here we go. Zero fuel weight. We'll do left control 433.4. We'll enter that in. Zero fuel weight CG is 30.6. I do love the little type to enter. That makes it very nice. Our block fuel 36.1. Wait, 36. Yeah, 36,000.1. Enter U. That looks good. Passenger, we have 369 of 367. How's that possible? I guess we got two non-revs. Callie, Simmer, and Gus are going with us on this one. 369. Enter U in there with two non-revs. I don't like the fact that it says -7 extra, but I'm going to just pretend that I don't see that. Let's go ahead and hit return. Takeoff perf. This is where we might actually have to run some takeoff numbers there because I'm a little bit concerned. You're going to... All right, classy traveler. How could I... My apologies. Absolutely. Come on in. We have plenty of jump seats. Let's take a look at takeoff perf. Let's sync the FMS. No data in FMS. Every time. Gets me every time. I always jump ahead on that step. Departures from Grand Cayman today. We're going to do the east... let's see. I have it here on my iPad. I was kind of looking at the departures. We're going to do runway 8 on the RBay 2. So let's go ahead and select runway 8. RBay 2. We might have to do a PAX off for real on this one. RBay 2 to Ulcia. There's no... can't select it, but it should be in there. Yes. Radar vector departure to Ulisa. Ulisa. Excellent. Going into Toncontin, I'm going to get all... I want to put this in ahead of time for fuel numbers. I believe it's the 02 approach, right? That we want to do the RNP 02 from Melville. Let me confirm that. And then I'll bring up all of our charts in the box here as well. Runway Toncontin, taxi, approaches. Yes, RNP 02 from the north is what we want. So we're going to select 02 approach, RNAV RNP via Melville. No star. I do not believe we filed a star. Nothing crazy. From our direction, we don't even need a star. We could do Talag. I guess we could do the Talag 1. Let's see. Talag 1. That'll give us a little bit of a heads up from Melville. We'll insert that. Alright, let's scroll down this flight plan here, take a look. Alright, Vuitton TNT Talag Melville. There might be some duplicates there. We'll have to look at that once we get airborne. I'm not quite sure where TNT is, how that would make sense. If we cross TNT and then go back to Melville, that doesn't seem right. I have to do some adjusting once our flight plan gets initialized. Let's go back to the init page. That'll help save some fuel, though, because TNT is past the Melville intersection. So, but worst case scenario. All right, let's do some takeoff perf. Let's sync the FMS. There we go. Let's sync the weather. What kind of numbers are we going to get spit out today on this 350? Flex of 43. Outside air temp is probably close to... we're going to go no flex anyway. 1 plus F. So we'll do flex numbers, and we'll just go straight up to Toga takeoff. So it's a low flex of 43 anyway. So here we go. We got Toga numbers 33, 38, 47, flaps 1, packs on. Let's see. This might be... here's the thing. If you want to stream Fenix tomorrow, we're going to need maximum likes this evening. So let's get... if we get 200 likes before takeoff, we'll go packs off. So that would be the juice. Anti-ice is off. That looks good. And we'll clear that info. Okay, I like those perf numbers. I wish it told my... doesn't tell you your accelerate stop anywhere here. Thrust reduction, acceleration. Accelerate stop distance remaining, 2,400 meters. Really? That can't be right. That's 3,000 feet? So we have a 4,000 foot takeoff rule? Takeoff... well, I guess that's 2V1. But that's right next to VR. We'll see. I have questions. We'll have questions about that perf. But let's go ahead and... our fueling is complete. Let's get all these on. Let's get the APU fired up and get it ready to blast out of here. What I find interesting is that Ini didn't really argue the fact of Amir's criticism. Oh, we'll talk all about it, man. I don't think... listen. We'll just might as well get into it now. when you've created the best flight, rephrase, when you've created the most realistic Airbus simulation to desktop PC, I feel like you can say whatever you want. Yeah, like I don't care. Doesn't bother me one way or the other. What more so bothered me, I was more sad that they were going to do a 350 than anything else. People are like, oh, well, you know, they should do that or do that. And I was like, dude, I really don't care to get into the drama. I don't really think it was drama. I was more sad than anything. Everyone's like all upset about this, and he should say that, and they should say that. Like, I don't care. Let them duke it out, man. Competition is good. I was just sad that they didn't do a 350 when I heard that post. They can still do a 350. Well, Matty K, the thing is, I'm sure that was years ago, and you know, if Fenix is going to do something, they're going to do it. They do it the old school way, which is kind of what Amir is getting at, and I actually agree with what he said. And I can see the same thing true to, like, think about Just Flight, right? And the Fokkers and F-28s and their old airplanes that they make fantastic airplanes, but people don't really appreciate those, so they don't sell all that well, I don't think, you know? And it's a shame. So, but they're doing old school stuff. So in kind of a roundabout way, it's kind of the same thing. I'm like, well, the Fenix team does things the old school way, and unfortunately, the appreciation for what they do isn't really there. Like deep levels of appreciation. And I got some other things I want to say about that, but we'll wait. We'll wait till we got to get out of here. Can we use charts without anything crashing today? Oh, I have to redo this. Okay, that scared me. Options. Give me a second. Third party Navigraph. Okay, hold on. Let me update my Navigraph because I forgot when I emptied my work folder. D69, huh? Delta Lima Fox Victor Zulu. Alright, should be linked. Our Navigraph is out of date. Oh, rip. Here we go. We're playing with fire already, chat. We're playing with fire. Is this going to update? Is this going to wipe out everything? We'll clear FMS data. Do I clear it? Do I do it? Do I update it? It's going to clear my FMS. Do I clear it? I'm afraid if I don't, we'll have another. No, don't clear it. I'm afraid if I don't clear it, we might have an issue. Son of a gun. Alright, we'll have to reset here. Nav data updated. Terminal charts. Taxis. I do love this EFB, man. I don't know if this is like a standard EFB for 350s. That's freaking sweet, man. Have that right there. So I may not be a smart man, but I think that our flight plan is still active. It looks fine to me. Right? We'll put you on the perf climb phase. We need to go to the serve tab. Let's go, didn't mean IDAN. On TARA, that's good. Let's go back to FMS1 and F-plan. All right. I think we're ready to blast off. I think we are ready to blast off. Let's bring up these cams. We don't have any ATC, so let's set our top altitude, flight level 400. Who's MUFA center? We're not in MUFA control airspace, are we? 400 is set. It's been 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and get the APU bleed on. We'll disconnect from the external power. We'll go back to ground ops over here and get ready for push back. You can go ahead and pull chocks and GPU, please, sir. We'll go ahead and get the beacon on. We need to select CTAF. CTAF MWCR is 18 is nothing. 18 nothing. Let's come down here. 1180. Throw you in the box. 22.8 will be our next freak. On and open. Radio check. Can I get a radio check on 18.0? 555. Ooh, hello, Zippy. It's up late for you.
I had to bring the beach towel.
All right, man. Sounds good. All right, Grand Cayman traffic. Virgin 357 heavy. We're going to push back here off of stand 2. Not sure how this is going to work because I don't think this ramp is designed for us. We're going to try to go tail to the east. Here we go. Before start checklist, please. Let's arm the slides. Doors and windows closed and armed. Beacon on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brake is off. Let's get going.
Welcome aboard this Airbus A350
we have
aircraft.
a Virgin
Your safety is
pilot
our
speaking.
top priority. Please pay close attention to this important safety briefing. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. To tighten, pull the strap, and to release, lift the top of the buckle. In case of unexpected turbulence, we'd ask that you keep your
juice
seatbelt
flights in,
fastened
guy.
whenever seated. If the cabin pressure
Sure one, that's
changes,
what I heard. That's such a bummer,
oxygen
man.
masks will automatically
Does he know
drop.
why it crashed? Was he doing something fancy? I tell you what, let's stop the push here. We can make a tight turnout. Let's just stop here. Let's just stop. If anything, we can go to the right. We'll taxi behind all those guys. Oh, no, we can't. All right, so this is going to be interesting. We'll figure it out. Here we go. Cockpit to ground. Brakes are set. Clear to disconnect. Show me the pin out front. We're going to start engine number 1. Here we go. Turning 1, chat. Is the
Can't
bleed
park
on?
there. Can't park there.
Sue me. Sounds like Gustavo's on a late night tonight as well. Any tips for someone hoping to become an Airbus pilot for the airlines? Man, well, go up there, do a discovery flight, and see if being a pilot is something you really want to do, my man. I think the first step is to get a discovery flight and then see if you're ready to accept the grind. First step. XP was away from his sim when it crashed. It was just on the outside view. Gosh, what a bummer, man. Well, I gotta hit up XP. I'm gonna be in Laughterdale
Cayman traffic,
next
Air Canada
month.
104, start taxi.
Air Canada 104. I recognize that call sign.
Are you sure about that?
Good start on 1, on turning 2. Tried to set up brake to vacate on descent and cleared my active flight plan. Oof. We're going to just try to brake to vacate on the pavement today. I would have loved to have done a test flight. Ooh, schedule alert. March 1st. Oh, I can't do that. It's tomorrow. Let me see. Is there anything juicy? Ooh, a Fenix turn. Call me. I'll do that for 200. Everybody hide. Air Canada 104 is going to attempt a flight. I know. Excuse me? Excuse me, Air Canada?
I told you, can't park there.
Flight deck to Sim's coming up on 2 hours and hasn't wasmed yet. Is he on 2020 or 2024? J. Russ, I haven't had any issues with calibrations yet, knock on wood. Alright, here comes the best part, flaps 1. Here we go, Chad.
Air Canada 104 will expedite the taxi back track to hold short while the traffic ahead will proceed to the takeoff road.
Where's my beacon? Did they adjust the beacon intensity? The beacon is on. Alright, buckle up. Seatbelt sign is on. APU bleed is coming off. That's coming off. It's going to be a quick taxi and backtrack, so let's go ahead and run our after start here. Flight control, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder. Oh, I am happy to announce, full left, full right, neutral. Today is our first stream with tactical flip-flops, chat. Tactical flip-flops have been installed. Alright. Do I attempt to? I don't need to do that. Let's just go back to term charts. Beautiful. Taxi lights coming on. Let's go. Feet cam. Yeah, exactly. Weirdo. Here we go. Let's see this Airbus Ingenuity. Wow, I bet we can actually make this turn. Look at this. I love Airbus.
time standoff.
What do you say? Why do the engines sound like my hairdryer? Because they have the same amount of bypass air as your hairdryer.
The Colonial and the Colonized were having a standoff on the runway.
Uh-oh. Wow. He backtracked right when somebody was in position? How rude. You would think that Air Canada 104 was the menace. I should just backtrack right now, too. Grand Cayman traffic version 357 heavy, holding short of runway 8 for you two to duke it out. Alright, we'll hold short here. After takeoff, checklists are complete. Let's go ahead and run an auto brake. TO config is checked. That looks good. I think we know where we're going, so let's go ahead and put the SID up on here. Let's go departure. We're on the red, was it Red Bay?
On Roberts traffic, Condor 2095, departing runway.
No.
Departure to that.
Usaya. Alyssa departure. We'll throw this one up here initially. And it just looks like it's going to be a turnout. That looks pretty standard. So let's flip-flop those charts down there. If I need a reference, we're ready to go. Did this Air Canada take off yet? Oh yeah, here he goes. We got a Condor in Air Canada. Is Condor still flying? Oh, the route's not going to work, Mr. Martini. It's we're going Grand Cayman to Toncontin this evening. That route is incorrect. Is he in a 350? Oh, he's probably in the fly-by-wire 350. Oh, look at that rotation. Nice. Best rotation I've ever seen, Matt.
339 is not too bad, man.
3-3 Neo. All right. Air Canada 104 is up next. Anyone else sim take forever to load 350? The initial load in does take a few minutes, man. Not crazy, but put it this way. I loaded up the sim and I selected fly now and I went and I walked to
Canada
Starbucks.
104 starting takeoff.
Got my tea for this evening. And then I came back and I was loaded in. It to me it's that first load in on the with the cabin. The non-cabin ones load super quick. But since I deleted the work folder and everything, just gotta wait. Give it a few. Just load in if you're doing a fresh install, and start the timer for 10 minutes. And if it doesn't load in 10 minutes, then something's probably wrong. But give it a solid 10. It'll probably load in between 3 and 6 minutes.
Condor 2095 is departing RB2 departure, passing 3,500 feet, lamp solo.
Fly-by-wire is gonna be mad that you leaked their 350. Oh, oops. Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to say that. Tour Day Americas when? Not this weekend, dude. I gotta go do some real Tour Day Americas on Sunday. And then I gotta go Tour Day South America next week, so I'm not gonna be streaming for a while. Definitely a tail strike there, Canada.
You wish.
Alright, Cayman traffic version 357 heavy, gonna backtrack runway 08. Alright, lights are on, strobes are on. Let's go backtrack 08. Are we on TA only because we're on the ground? Fishing weekend for you? Nice, Fly USMC. I wanted to be fishing, man. I really did. There's a tournament on Sunday I was going to fish, but I didn't want to drop my trip. I was trying to swap it, and no one would want to swap with me, so my buddy's going to fish it with someone else.
Cayman traffic, Air Canada 104, turning right to the departure, light phone.
I feel like they adjust their nose steering. I feel like the nose wheel steering feels a little bit smoother. It's not as abrupt, maybe? I mean, it always feels good with the tiller, but I notice with the rudder pedals, like, say, if I go with the rudder pedals, see how smooth it is? It's about right. You should be able to maintain a straight line here with rudder pedals, and then use your tiller for anything more than, say, about 15 degrees. They did work on it for the update? Alright, cool. Performance seems pretty good right now, too. I don't know if that's a placebo effect or not. Did they clear the flight model, or did they tune the flight model at all? Because I don't want to end up smashing it. We've buttered. We've had like a sub 100 landing on every landing we've done on this thing, including a 40. Real 350 pilot here, push the throttle forwards to take off. Ah! Is that how I do it? I thought I was go full reverse. Is there 2 turnaround spots? I don't think so. I'm just going to take this one here. Runway 08. I don't know. Maybe we should take the other one. Oh yeah, let's go full length, just to be safe. We're going to the far one. No sense in wasting the runway behind us, right? Loving the aircraft, currently flying somewhere to Singapore. Nice, dude. Alright. Let's see if we can't sneak our way around here without taking out all of the taxi signs. We pay for full runway? Exactly, Flight Sim Guy. We will use full runway. Kind of curious to see if we actually fit around here. Yeah, you know what? We do actually. Runway too short. Hopefully not. What's interesting is the pilot, you sit pretty much on that gear. So it's not like, I feel like you don't have to do, the steering is definitely different than, say, the 777. You don't have to do these crazy, like, overshoot where you want to be and then turn. Dang, no, I'm basically a real 350 pilot. Now when I go line up in LAX for real, I'm going to be freaking overshoot by a mile. Let's straighten it out just a little more. Alright, Cayman traffic, version 357 heavy, departing runway 8. Lisa 1 departure, Cayman. Alright, here we go. Who's ready for some sounds? Sounds turning up to 11. Confirmed. Yoga's in chat. Didn't hit 200 likes, so you're dead to me. We're doing packs on. Here we go. Spool them up 50. Full send. Or 25. Turk will get mad if we do 50. 25% set. Yoga. Oh yeah, Mantoga, SRS, Auto Thrust Bleu. Thrust set. 100 knots. Oh yeah, man, plenty of runway. Plenty of runway.
V1.
Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. Kiss my ass. Oh my goodness, look at that. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, I guess we're straight out to Revan. Lower the nose here. There's the D rate. Thrust decel climb. go flap 0. That cherry red is nice, Mr. Martini. Did I ever tell y'all about the time a Virgin Atlantic captain bought me a drink in Orlando? Great night. A350. The entire we stay at the same hotel. We're used to it. We used to stay at the same hotel as Virgin Atlantic. The entire Virgin Atlantic crew was down there. It was like mayhem, man. They had 500 flight attendants. But the pilots were real cool. I was talking to the captain mostly. Super cool dude. Real thick accent. Could barely hear what he was saying half the time. So he'd have to say it like 3 times. All the Airbus pilots should be, or planes should be equipped with that. With what? ROPS? I think they're trying to. Alright. We don't do decel climbs here at the V1 channel. We're going, oh no, I didn't mean to do auto derate. let's go max climb. Thrust climb, nav, 400 is blue. I don't know why this is doing this little freak show down here. It's like going in and out on me. Feels a little bit more sensitive than before. Maybe I need to adjust my profile. Oh, the V1 call out? I'm sure if you spent enough money, you can get Airbus to put a V1 call out in your airplane. If you had your own A320, I'm sure they could find a way to do it. I just don't think it's standard. Rolls-Royce have the best fan sounds. They do sound good, dude. I will say the engine sounds are pretty good. I like them. I really like this cherry red. This deep red is nice. All right, we are on our way. I guess we'll keep hand flying the SID here since we got some curves. I bet Branson spent 6 months picking that color. Yeah, probably did, dude. Probably did. All right, we're on the SID. I don't need you anymore. You're dead to me. We'll clear you out. Here comes 10K. VA, Virgin have a great livery. It looks good on all their fleet. Yeah, I just wish it had like the Hawaii. Maybe it'd be too much. Like if they went a little bit further down the tail. I wish, if they had 900s, I bet it would look really good too. I just want a little less white, but it still looks good. It still looks good, no doubt. There's 10,000 feet. We'll get the landing lights, wing lights, taxi lights coming off. That all stays there. Let the purser know we're at a 10K. Seat belts are in auto. You're now free to use your mobile devices. Smoke them if you got them, since we're going to Honduras. So far, so good in the inibuilds. So far, so good tonight. Seems pretty smooth, performance-wise too. Not that I don't think I was really having that many issues with perf on that last version, but it might be because we just departed Grand Cayman. There's not a whole lot going on around here. Looks like we have a custom cabin we get to check out here in a little bit. I just uninstalled the 24 and I feel it. What? The 350 seems to be what was supposed to be as an aircraft on Med 20. No, dude, I totally disagree. I actually think that if I would have any, I don't want to say criticism, but somebody asked in a Captain Canada stream, they said, what's the thing that surprises you most about the 350? And I thought that was an interesting question. And what surprised me the most about this release is that they made one price for both sims. And through my limited scope of content creators that I watch, and here and there I see streams or content of this and that. In my opinion, I feel that the 350 was designed natively in 24, and they made it work in 2020. And I think that's why maybe most of the WASM crashes are in 2020. So I don't know, man. That's what surprised me, though. I don't know if maybe they bit off a little bit more than they could chew with officially releasing it for both sims. I guess if it's one price for all, you can justify the price because you're getting it in both sims, but if it doesn't work as good in the other sim as one sim, then is it really worth it? So I will say this, from a business perspective, it was a pretty clever way that they did it, because you could say, well, you charged $80 for this airplane. Like, yeah, but it works in both sims. But then you look at Fenix and you're like, okay, well, Fenix is less than this, and it also works in both sims, albeit it's not officially supported in 24. I don't know. But man, it flies pretty good now that we get a little bit more speed. 15K. After we hit this intercept here, we'll just go autopilot 1 on. Flight sim guy, mine is worse than a crash. I have full BSOD in 24. Ooh, flight sim guy, that sounds like some other issues. Let me go ahead and put on our ANR headsets here. We'll lower the volume down to about 50%. Flight sim guy, sounds like, do you have sceneries installed in 2024? I bet you we can get to the bottom of your BSOD. Conspiracy theory, they made it suck for 20 people to people get 24. True blue Lou. I don't think it's as much of a conspiracy like, well, see, I don't believe it as a conspiracy like they intentionally made it bad for 2020. I don't know. No, I don't believe that, but I could see where you're going. I mean, that's a fun conspiracy theory, you know, because Adobo would be like, hey, make it, you know, really good for 24. But I don't know. I think if Adobo had anything to say about it, they would have said, don't allow it in 2020 to force people to buy 24. But the fact that they said, here's a free, you know, not free, but like both versions, I don't know. I do have sceneries. There's your problem, flight sim guy. Get rid of them, dude. Everybody that comes into this chat and says their 2024 has issues, it's because they got custom sceneries installed. There is no sceneries in 2024 that are officially legit, in my opinion, except Orca's Island. But even then, it stuttered when we loaded in. And the problem is, you may get some small airports here and there that work fine, but if you're flying to a handcrafted or an airport that's, how do I say it, an airport that's not, that you can't shut off, you're going to have your double loading and you're just going to crash your PC resources. Fred, oh, absolutely, Fred. Nobody is. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Fred. Phoenix is the best bang for you. The Phoenix is still the superior airframe. There's no question. All right, once we get straight here, we'll level it out. It's just hand flying. I haven't really flown up this high, you know, just kind of, it's almost just control pressures. You know, just a little bit of pressure here to get the ailerons to respond. Nice, gentle roll. Okay, I'll just do a little bit more juice like that. I'm barely moving into my Moza. It's almost like flying a helicopter, almost cyclic pressures. Think about going left, and you're going to go left. Phoenix is the GOAT. So sad they didn't go for the 350. I'm with you, Zippy. I wish they would have stuck with it, but you're also running a business too, right? So like how spread, you know, it can't be spread too thin, and so I can understand. I understand all aspects from it. All right, you're dead to me. Flight plan's going over here. What should we put up here for fun? Do we have en route charts? Will that crash our sim? And there's nothing to look at but water. Speaking of water, where's water at? Alright, there we go, out to Usaya. Lights are off. Man, Nabil. Where's Nabil at? Is Nabil here? Nabil. Dude. Full screen cam. Chat, is this real life? Dan, I feel that it flies different than I was expecting, and from what I've been told, that it flies like it should. Much more responsive. So, I think it's good it's different. Zippy says it's more because they were offered a 3D scan a couple of actual 350s and put an engine on the bench to get data. Yeah, no, I know. Absolutely, Zippy. Speaking of Moza, Airbus style stick or F-16? Isn't Airbus one lacking buttons? Roscoe, it's going to be up to you and what you're looking to get out of your Moza, my man. I can't help you decide that. They're both good. I have the MH16 grip lying around here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way back there. I can't reach it. I have the MH16 grip. I've used it on the sim before. It's great. Nothing wrong with the MH16. Definitely more versatile. But it's also not a left-handed stick. So as of right now, I don't think there's a left-handed stick available. You could screenshot that and do a coffee mug. I know, Bearded Aviator. The 757 will be great. Oh, dude, I know. I can't wait. That's the 757 is the only reason my 2020 is still installed, man. Inibuilds did get access to real 350 sim, so it should be decently accurate. Perhaps. What do you think about the new ECAM Fenix is developing? Do you think it is a sign of neo narrow bodies? Flame, that's news to me. I don't know what. I didn't know about a new ECAM. I've never heard anything about that. Oh, come on now. That is sweet. The 350 sharklets are the juice. That curve is just so beautiful, man. That curve is awesome. Let's be honest, a lot of stuff Fenix has, most people either have no idea what it means or don't really care. Well, so Buckeye Fly, so let's talk about that, because that's kind of what I was going to say. I was going to go down that rabbit hole a little bit. Andre Henry, thank you for the 60 months. How much is 60 months in years? I don't even know. Let's do the calculator, Andre. 5 or 6? It's got to be more. It's close to 6, right? Because 10 is 60. Where's my calculator app? 60 divided by 12 is 5 years. Yes, I used a calculator. Fight me. 5 years, Andre Henry. Thank you so much for the support, man. All the way to the top of the ranks with a 60-month badge. Dude, I appreciate all the support, Andre. Very kind of you, my man. How would you feel if Fenix decided to continue developing a 350? It hasn't been responded in Attical. I would be ecstatic. I just don't. From what it sounds like, they're not going to. So let me give you my perspective on this whole thing, because I mean, like I said earlier, I really don't care about what's going on, or people say they're drama, whatever, not being professional. If I'm being completely honest, I think the response from inibuilds was, I kind of laughed at it. I was like, really? Like, because in the response it was like, well, something about we've never been unprofessional, and then I was just like, until now. But anyway, whatever. Let them duke it out. Like I said, I don't care. Competition is good for the consumer, so fight away. But here's the thing about this is my jaded perspective, because it is jaded. So here's the thing. I am a 320 series captain. My baby, my airplane that I am supposed to be the master of right now is the Airbus 320 series. So I am fortunate in the fact that when I need to train, when I need to do serious systems discussion and practice and running extensive ECAMs and doing extensive failures, all right, I am fortunate that I have a Fenix A320 series aircraft to do that on. So for me, I get full use out of the Fenix aircraft. The 350, it's harder for me to say, oh, this super accurate here or this super, because I am not typed on the 350. So I am not a master of the 350. I don't know the intricacies. I don't know what's supposed to be there, what's not supposed to be there. As long as it's quote unquote good enough for me to have fun in and fly around A to B, then I'm happy, right? But unfortunately, that's not always like a good way to look at things, because what if I wasn't on it? What if I was a 350 captain and I really wanted it? Would I be more critical of the inibuilds 350, and would I be saying I want them to be more like Fenix? I don't know. It's possible. Probably, because I would want to run those extensive ECAMs and I would want to run those extensive emergency procedures and dig through the book. And I'm sure after reading some of the posts that were sent back and forth, I was like, okay, now I'm at the GPS problem, like stuff that's in this airplane that doesn't exist, and it's obviously where it's from. Then it's like, okay, that's meh. All right, but am I ever going to know that without being typed on the airplane? Probably not. So it's almost like it's an unfair advantage that I am like just content with my Fenix, because when I need it for my selfish needs, when I need to train or do things on the Fenix, I've got the Fenix to do it on, right? So there's also that aspect. So I guess I am a little bit I'm very thankful that we have the Fenix, because that is my baby, and that is the closest, and I will stand by it. I will say that the 320 series, the 19, 20, and 21 that we have from Fenix, that is the closest A320 series simulation that we have on desktop PC. It is. I haven't flown anything else, and I've flown all of them. I've flown Labs, I've flown Tolus, I've flown Flight Factor, I've flown Aerosoft, like I've flown them all. inibuilds. There's only one true real simulation. I missed this membership. Devil Doc, what's up, man? Almost 2 years. Devil Doc, thank you so much for the support, my man. Sorry it took me a while to get through that there. Appreciate all of the support coming up on 2 years, my man. Very kind. What is the beef? I don't really know if there's actual beef. I feel like a Fenix, Amir, he had a post in his Discord about how it was disappointed with what he saw, the script with some stuff that's scripted. And I will say it's kind of like the guy who pointed out the fan blade thing, the fan blade issue in the 330. Like, I can't unsee it now. Well, now that I know engine starts are scripted and that GPS primary doesn't exist and that we have 320 ECAMs in here, now it's going to bother me. So thank you, Amir, for officially saboteuring my love for the 350 now. But it is, I mean, like everyone's saying, oh, he shouldn't be saying that. Like, I don't care. Dude, he's just. It almost sounded like he was venting because he was disappointed that they didn't go the route that they could have gone. And I mean, he's human, man. Everybody's human. I get disappointed. The amount of times I get disappointed for not doing something I should have done or doing something differently. Who cares? Whatever. It's not like he came out and said, oh, inibuilds is trash. These guys are the worst devs ever. We're way better. No, he just said, look, he was disappointed in the product and he felt that his team could have done much better. And I'll be honest with you, they probably could have. But we'll never know now, right? So as of right now, inibuilds has got the best 350 on the market because the only other one out there is what? Vodka mentioned jar design. Yeah, I flew the jar design, actually. I actually flew jar design. That's pretty close to realistic, Vodka. I'd actually put jar design above flight factor. It's not even a beef. Amir gave his opinion, and I responded immaturely. That's about it. Flight Sim Guy, that is well said. That's pretty much, that is how I took it, Flight Sim Guy. I saw what Amir said, and then I saw the response that inibuilds had, and I actually thought the response was kind of uncalled for. And then, yeah. So, whatever. I don't know. Did they remove their response, actually, Flight Sim Guy? Because I thought it was the response was actually pretty long. Somebody had a screenshot of it, and I read it. I was like, wow, this is pretty lengthy. But I feel like Amir didn't need to mention the shortcoming of INI only because it looks tacky. I don't think he's mentioning shortcomings like for any other reason than the fact that he's like, gosh, this sucks. We could have done this, and this. I mean, I'm sure there's a whole lot more to the list, man. I'm sure it's not just scripted engine starts and A320 ECAMs. I'm sure there's probably a lot more you could find. But Amir is also probably a borderline genius when it comes to airplanes. I mean, and because I've learned things for the real A320 reading Fenix blog posts. Okay, let that sink in. So I've been on the airplane for 10 years. I feel like I know a lot about the A320 series of aircraft and how to operate it and how to operate it safely. Been very fortunate over the last 10 years. But I mean, there's things that I learned there. I'm like, geez, that's what that is. Oh, now that makes sense. Because the way they approach things with their 320 is it's an engineering perspective. So as pilots, at least where I work, we don't train to build the airplane. You're not expected to know how to build the airplane. You're not expected to know that it's supposed to have about 720 C air coming out of the packs or whatever. 350 degree air coming out of the packs is what the normal condition is because of certain other things that affect us. We don't need to know that stuff. All we need to know is what can we control from up front and how do we manipulate everything that we have in the cockpit to make a bad situation good. That's what our real job is. We're not up there for the day-to-day, visual clear and a million flying, even though we do it, but we are there for when something goes wrong. So I learn things learning from or seeing it from almost an engineering perspective as they engineer the aircraft for Microsoft Flight Sim. It's permanently on Reddit. Okay, cool. Key 6 in the house. What's up, man? Iglufu said if you didn't read the Discord after Mir's post, he was very clear he wasn't talking about in the voice of Fenix. Correct. He was also his consumer. And apps, that's another great point, Iglufu. It's not like Fenix came out and had an official statement saying, the Fenix team is immensely disappointed that they didn't do the 350 because they... I don't know. They knew inibuilds was doing one, and now the inibuilds one has things that they don't like. That wasn't it at all. It's his Discord, and he was saying things in his own Discord. I mean, I'm sure I've said things in my Discord that probably shouldn't be aired in public. I try to be very careful about it, but I mean, I'm human, right? Romulus, good to see you, says it's the difference between deeply simulating how hydraulic actuators work with temperatures, friction, etc. versus simulating what happens when you move this lever. The level of work involved is poles apart. 100%, very well done. Very well said, Romulus. Couldn't agree more with you. I'll get back to that thought here. Devil Doc, thank you for the $5 super chat. I feel like Fenix should come out with their 350. A little competition never hurt anyone. Devil Doc, I would agree with you, but the problem with that is I think it's just time. I mean, the fact that it almost sounds like the ship has sailed for them to do what they wanted to do, and I think we're going to just have to sunset those hopes, because let's just say it takes 3 years to start an aircraft from start to finish to build an airplane at the level they want to build it. Where's the sim going to be in 3 years? You're building an airplane for a sim that you may not even know is working in 3 years. Like, it's a very steep hill to climb. Let's see. I don't understand, because I remember Fenix saying it would be too difficult to make accurate, so they weren't going to anyway. I'm not sure, Force Raptor. All this drama over something lame like this flying computer. Steven, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. The flying iPad as we level off at flight level 400. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now free to move about the cabin. Seatbelt sign is off. We're doing 8.5 Mach. Looking absolutely juicy. I was kind of vibing with that sunset view up there in front. Should we stay with the sunset view for now? I kind of like it. Where do y'all cruise at? External view or cockpit view? We can only hope for a Fenix 340? Yeah. Romario Ricketts, I was kicked out of the Discord for some reason. I don't talk a lot in there. Is any reason why? No idea. You talking about my Discord? Not sure, man. I probably said something to somebody you shouldn't have. V1, sorry, off topic. I have my final PPA. Hey, no, we're back on topic. Thank you. Let's see, Elvis Presley. Off topic. I have my final PPL stage check at my flight school tomorrow, and going to get my check scheduled soon. Do you remember your check ride? Any good tips? Thanks. Well, first off, congrats, man. That's exciting. Go crush the stage check. And here's the thing. A tip for you is if your stage check isn't as good as you wanted it to be, but you still like pass, say it's satisfactory instead of or say it's an average stage check versus you want to be above average, that's okay. Don't let it bother you. It's better to have a worse stage check than it is to have an actual check ride. So, go in there, do your stage check. And if it doesn't turn out exactly like you want, but you still don't let it ruin your confidence. If anything, that should get you juiced for your actual check ride. You're like, okay, kind of screwed it up on the stage check, but I know what I did wrong. I'm going to go nail the check ride. And then also the only other thing I would say is whenever you're on your PPL check ride, man, for some reason, student pilots going for their private pilot check ride, and other private pilots going for other check rides too, is they get in this headspace where you're flying with your instructor all this time, and you're acting as PIC, but not really, because you know your instructor's there. So when you go on the check ride with an actual examiner, you have like hesitancy to take full command of what's happening in your flight. You got to do it. You have to be the PIC. You tell the examiner, you know, what you're doing, what you're going through. You know, obviously they're going to ask you to do things and demonstrate things, right? You got to listen to what they want you to do. Obviously, I'm not saying go that route, but act and have the headspace as you are the captain. You're not a student pilot. You are the captain. You're the PIC, and go in there confidently. If the airplane's not doing something you want it to do, fix it, and fix it now, right? Don't let the airplane fly you, and you're going to be gold. You're going to be golden, man. Let's just hope that inibuilds do right by all of us and improve the plane and hope for Fenix to bless us with another amazing aircraft. Hey, Alex, I'm with you. And I say all this, and like, I am very fortunate. I haven't had any issues in this airplane until, or actually at all since release. So I'm going to start a poll here. I'm curious, how satisfied are you with the 350? And it's going to be 2024 user A plus, 2024 user B or below, .2020 user A or A plus. This is going to be a good poll. Actually, I'm going to change that. B plus and above. I love polls. All right, so 2024 user B plus and above, so it could be an A. Actually, let's do that. Let's do this. Just do A and above. 2020 user. 2020 user. B. Full send. Just curious. Sitting at 410 Las Vegas to O'Hare. Chillin'. This is the great thing. It is. Let's do some chillin'. Let's go ahead and set 25% on the volumes here. Full noise canceling is engaged. Turn you down. What do Virgin Atlantic people listen to when they're cruising across the water like this? I mean, that's kind of spicy. There's a good view. I guess we could do wing view. The wing view is pretty hot. Let's do wing view for a minute. All right. Madonna. Scenery is not working too good in 2024. No, it's not. Don't use any scenery in 2024 and you'll be fine. And you'll be fine. Unless you want scenery, of course, then, you know. Actually, can I change the outboard sounds? Flight ops menu, opciones, volume control, exterior engine vol. Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking, chat. Virgin Atlantic over the Atlantic. Poll is dead to you. You haven't got it yet? Let's see what we got. We have almost 400 people here, so please, if you're in the chat and you're able to vote, and you have the 350, go ahead and vote. I'm curious to see what the poll is saying here. Uh-oh.
Here's a double-double. Fries and a shake on me when you do your LA and Burbank trip. Oh, and by the way, I got my Blackbird controls. Wow, the quality is
Blackbird
great.
controls to Callie Simmer. Another super satisfied customer. First off, Miss Callie Simmer, cheers. Thank you for the $10 super chat. And the, what did I get today? I forget. The tea. Honey citrus mint tea. Appreciate you, Callie Simmer. Very, very kind. I also had a croissant. Okay, so thank you, Callie Simmer. Blackbird controls, which ones did you get? I can't wait to start doing some 727s, some 737 MAX, or some 737 PMDG, whatever it may be, with the Blackbird controls. Look at the size of the 777 lever. I almost said 777. I almost went full on CNN on y'all. 777 lever action. Look how big this thing is compared to a 320. It's bigger. I can't even fit it in the camera. This 777 throttle, here I'm going to be like the Spice Pilots. I'm going to put my thrust lever on the engine start switches. Sus. If you don't know who Blackbird Control is, you need to go out there and pick up yourself some Blackbird Controls if you use the Honeycomb Bravo. definitely awesome products. And I've got a bunch standing by, ready to use. I'm just waiting for the proper airplanes to drop so we can use them in 2024. HMC Devil Doc, dropping the 5 gifted memberships. Very kind. If you get a membership from HMC Devil Doc, make sure you shout him out and say thank you. Very kind of you, sir. I appreciate the support. And I appreciate the memberships, and then you just being a member of the channel yourself. It's just awesome to have you around, man. Thank you so much for the support. Size matters, Andy. 100%. Good thrust lever reverser here, too. Look at that. It's like you actually have to move it. Boom. Nice tactile reverse clicks. Toga buttons on the inside. Can I show you that? And then, so my 767 Quadrant has these because it's a replica Quadrant. This is the first time I've seen this like that. Look, you got the actual Toga button, which is just in front of the lever itself. So you'll have auto throttle, disconnect, Toga. They're independent, really good build quality. The spoiler levers are actually really awesome. You can pull to arm, pull to extend. Hamburger, it is heavier. Yes, it is heavier. So what makes it even better is if you look at the bottom of the mount here, it's not just one hole that you plug into. You plug into 2 separate axes on your Bravo, so it even feels heavier when you're moving it because you're not just moving one of the little axes, you're moving 2 axes at once for one lever. So Blackbird knocked it out of the park. I take it from someone who spent way more money than I should have on 3D printed controls from Etsy. Blackbird controls, hands down, is the best quality that you're going to get. So check them out. And I haven't, Blackbird controls is like the Duke. I haven't had anybody come back to the channel and say, I got the Duke and I don't like it. Everybody that's used Blackbird controls has been blown away just as much as I have. So he's a good old American boy here in the US of A, and he's a daughter dad like me. So go support him and treat yourself. Agree with the C+B rating. All right, let's see where we're at here. So for 2024, wow, this is interesting. So 130 votes in. The 2024 users are way more satisfied than the 2020 users. 47% in 2024 are A and above, with only 18% coming in B or below. The 2020 polls are split. 18% say B and below. That's crazy. I'm going to let that poll marinate. Let's see if we get some more votes in there. Thrust Set Sim is in the house. Is he? Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, Thrust Set Simulations. Wait, did you just add a new hyphen? Did you add a hyphen, Thrust Set? I feel like your name, you keep throwing me off. Your name keeps changing. Duke is a King Air, but more Berry Seal runways. Hey, Felix, dude, I thought you were sleeping, man. I was worried about you. Surprised you're not flying along with us tonight. Thrust Set Simulations in the description of the stream. There's a link to Streamlabs donation. Oh, that was not to me. Sorry, Callie. Does your Airbus throttle have the afterburner button? No, Josh, it doesn't. But it has. So you probably can't see it now because the thrust levers are up. I don't know if you could see that. It would be right here. So on the thrust lever that had that, this is replaced. You pull the hatch out. You'd have to unscrew this, or I don't know how it works. It's a maintenance function, and then you install it right there for the thrust bump. But no, this does not. I do not have thrust bump on my throttle box. Now, the Throttletek is also something that I really appreciate. So there's two. I feel like it's a good setup because I can relate to both customers that want to, you know, if you're in the market for a replica Quadrant, you're not going to be disappointed with Throttletek. But it's also it's a different market, right? Much more expensive when you look at the price point. But you're getting a replica Quadrant. My suggestion to anybody who does a lot of flight sim is get something like the Bravo first, right? That's just universal. Find the airplane that you want to become a quote-unquote master of. Then get a replica Quadrant of that airplane. So you have a replica Quadrant of your favorite airplane. And then you have something universal with Blackbird control mods on your Bravo for everything else. Oh, it always had a hyphen? Alright, I'm just going crazy. Thrust bump was my nickname in college, jeez. Is that the same as like a two? Never mind. Zippy says, you ever listen to Bonobo? Nope, never have. I feel a weird hypersensitivity in the pitch of the 350. Ian Woodbridge, what sticker are you using? It is definitely more sensitive. Definitely more sensitive than the 320 and 330 series. But that's by design. That's by design. No release is perfect, I understand that, but I hope inibuilds continue to make 350 better, more good. Absolutely. Yeah, Operator Dirt. And I think they will, dude. I really think they will. And as someone who has very limited 350 knowledge, I can't sit here and tell you that I've been disappointed with flying the 350 yet. I wish, I mean, I could always say I wish the sounds had more bass, but I think that's just a personal thing. I don't even know what the real ones sound like. I think the sounds are good. And if the performance updates already happened, I mean, we're getting good perf. I guess we should launch AMD, see what kind of perf numbers we're running right now. We are running the full cabin. We're going to do a cabin tour after this song. If you haven't seen the cabin yet, it's pretty cool. So looking at AMD performance, let me let it load in here. So we're over water, so keep that in mind. I'm not running frame gen. Frames are about the same, doing 45 FPS, no frame gen. I don't like running frame gen with this airplane. This is one of the few airplanes where frame generation, it seems to not like it as much. I don't know. I'm getting 46 FPS right now. GPU memory is 15.7 gigabytes. CPU is running, excuse me, at 44%. GPU is only running at 60%. So seems about the same, to be honest with you. Plus, we're over the water. Got the Bravo, expecting to return it and just keep my Thrustmaster chasing. It's been 4 months and I spent over $1,000 on Pro Desk Sim alone, not including other Bravo mods. Best hardware by far. Nice, man. Pro Desk Sim has got some good stuff. They got some stuff that I don't really like. The thing with Pro Desk Sim is he's got the option. He's got like a bunch of everything, but there's nothing that's like incredibly good. Like my air. Let's see. Oh yeah. I don't have MD11 levers yet, but I bought the after I bought MD11 levers from ProDesk, I stopped buying stuff from them because it just was not at all what I was interested in spending that kind of money on. Whatever happened to the triple? Didn't get it. I was running the BA146 a lot then. It should be coming out soon, man. Trust me, when the 777 drops on 24, we'll be flying it a lot. We'll be flying it a lot. 2 flights I've done in the 350, both in 24, shockingly landed well. Excellent, Callie Simmer. Uh-oh. HMC Devil Doc. That was a 7 minute ago. I missed your super chat. Man, I'm terrible. How did I miss that 7 minutes ago? Thank you, HMC Devil Doc. My East Coast won't allow me to plug in and out. But get a shake. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, HMC Devil Doc. Thank you, man. Thank you for all the support, dude. I'll have to get a shake on in and out. Let me see what my schedule is. So I've got a short LA on this one. Oh, HM Devil Doc. Oh, yeah. Why was I saying HMC? Sorry, man. Let me go over this trip. Do we stream tomorrow? I think we need to do a Burbank turn tomorrow. Burbank, Vegas. I'm sure Vodka's going to love that stream. Vegas, Burbank, Burbank, Vegas. Should we do it? So Sunday, I go LA. Plane swap out of a 321 into a 320. Go up to Seattle. Overnight there. Super short overnight. Only 11 hours. Full flap sims leaving me too. He's not going to be there. Then day 2 of my trip is kind of a kick in the butt. Seattle, Vegas, Vegas, Burbank, Burbank, Vegas, Vegas, LA. That is the West Coast shuttle if I've ever been a part of one. But get done early at 3 o'clock. Stand up close to the airport, though. Stand up there, like, what, El Segundo area? Pretty much right by the airport because it's a short stay. Another short overnight. But I like it because go home day on Tuesday, one and done, baby. 5:30 a.m. report time West Coast. So it's only about a 7:30 body clock time. One leg back to DFW. Way I like it. Get in at 11:15 in the morning. Juice. So I will probably go to In-N-Out because there's actually an In-N-Out at that short stay hotel. There is. All right. Thanks, Devil Doc. Going to In-N-Out. The next trip, though, is Bogota. So my favorite trip in the system. One leg to Miami. Next day is Bogota turn. Go see XP72, hopefully. Maybe I got a lot. Well, maybe not. Oh, I don't think I will. It's, geez, 11-hour overnight. That's super short. Probably won't have enough time to see XP. So one leg to Miami. Bogota turn. Turn means down to Bogota, then back up to Florida. And then day 3, go home day. One and done. Home at 10 a.m. So I got those trips kind of stacked together. I don't know how much streaming we'll be able to do. Someone mentioned F28 is coming out on the 13th. That is good. I'm off the 13th. I'm off that week. So we'll be doing some flying. And I have been in touch with Just Flight as well. So hopefully maybe we'll see something sooner than later. But the 16th, I've got a tournament, big-time tournament. And then the week after that, I got 2 trips, and then we're done for the month. So a couple of short trips stacked up. I got a long overnight, though, on the end of the month. So I don't know. We might have to do Vegas Burbank tomorrow in the Phoenix. Uh-oh, Miss V1 in the house. Hey, what movie are y'all watching? Flying at green dot speed, headed to Denver for the FNO. So slow for the 350. Nice. Oh, man, there's an FNO. See, I should have dropped my trip and then done a FNO tonight. Man, I'm bummed. I screwed up. We should have done FNO into with the 350. Just happened to walk in on some nonsense and had to voice my opinion. What are they talking about? Whataburger? Oh, yeah. I might lose my Texas card if I say that I don't like Whataburger. I do, but it's not as good as In-N-Out. I'll be honest with you. There's nothing. Whataburger does not compare to In-N-Out. Just doesn't, man. It's a sodium bomb. I mean, they both are, but my buddy Tom, one of my fishing buddies, dude loves Whataburger. I mean, he gets mad at me when I even suggest In-N-Out. But there are plenty of people in Texas that will dang near shoot you if you tell them that Whataburger is not good. You know what, Swarm? I used to live by a Five Guys, and I'm Five Guys'd out, dude. It sounds really bad. I used to live next to a Five Guys when it was like a new thing in Scottsdale. I was flying corporate jets, actually. And, yeah, Five Guys was like all the rave. And I had it way too many times. So I haven't had Five Guys in forever. Uh-oh, Al W is here. I can almost guarantee you Al W is a hardcore Whataburger fan. Shake Shack is alright. BurgerFi is alright too. In-N-Out fries are horrible. I try not to eat fries. Here's one thing. If you're going to go get a burger, don't eat the fries, man. Get something else. You don't need... French fries are like the worst possible thing for you. You know a burger's not awesome? The chemical situation that happens when you deep fry starch... Do yourself a favor. Eat the burger. Enjoy it. Start skipping the fries, man. Once you have one fry, and if you want to talk fries, nobody's got better fries than McDonald's, all right? So, fight me. Only a 320 captain can afford Five Guys. Five Guys down is never a good time. I knew that would... I knew I should have said that. West Coasters Habit Burger. Never heard of it. Make your way to Burger Lounge in Marina Del Rey, not far from LA. Good stuff. Might have to. I'll keep an eye on it, Cali Simmer. Our fries have 17 different ingredients. Nice. Well, see, I knew Al W. Whataburger for life. How did I know? Midwest Culver's. Do you know what? Frozen custard butter burgers. I've had my fair share of Culver's, dude. When I was a flight instructor, there was one next to the flight school. No lie, in San Diego, I would get the In-N-Out burger and then go to McDonald's for the fries. If fries and other fried starches are so bad for you, then why did you make them so tasty? Or why did God make them so tasty? I don't know, man. It's see, I don't eat them anymore, so like I don't think they're good. Like I've fallen out of taste for fries. I haven't had french fries in so long. Now, what is good, Steven? Do you have an air fryer? Air fryer french fries. Get an air fryer, wedge up some potatoes, and use some like truffle. If you like, I like truffle seasoning or whatever it is. What is it? Garlic truffle seasoning? Oh my goodness, dude. Delicious. I know someone who knows the founder of Culver's. Really? Nice. I didn't mean to start such a hot debate. Look what you did, man. Air fryers are just convection ovens with extra steps. Okay, well, then put some wedges in the convection oven, man. I already feel guilty eating the burger. Yeah, I know. Well, see, Drew Smith, if you just eat the burger and don't eat the fries, you can feel that much better. I use Kinder's. Oh, yeah, Kinder's is delicious, dude. I use Kinder's on a lot of stuff. Man, this is kind of I was going to do a cabin tour, but this song is such a vibe. This is Mickey G's favorite song. Should we put the shade down? I mean, that's pretty sweet. Huh? Can I restart the song? Anybody get mad? This is like my favorite song. Oh, it's not over yet. I'll wind it back halfway. I'm gonna favorite this one. No patience for this. I'm hungry for you. Or I'm hungry now. All right, buddy, go get some food, man. Good day. Can you tell me why there's no beacon light on the top of the aircraft? Is there supposed to be? They must have changed the beacon. Or did they delete the beacon? Where's the beacon at? I don't even see the beacon anymore. Did they delete the beacon completely? Where's the beacon light? I think that's it right there. I think people were saying it was too bright, but the 350's got a pretty bright beacon. I've seen videos, but I think it was a little overdone, but I can't see it at all now. There's a Funky Burger drive-in place down in Austin. So no matter how good you think, let me see. The thing with deep fried is it tastes distribute two things, fats and acid. So no matter how good you think your air fryer is, fat will always improve the flavor of any food. True. But you could still make really good food without it. I wonder what Miss V1 would think if V1 became a long-haul 350 captain. I don't know. She probably wouldn't enjoy it all that much. Well, I don't know, because it depends. By that point, if you're only doing 2 or 3 trips a month, but still, dude, I just, the thought of doing 10 plus hours every time you go to work, ugh, so boring. I would much rather, as long of a day as my day 2 is on my next trip where I'm doing, I call it the West Coast Shuttle, that's way more fun, man. Like, takeoffs and landings are the best part. Flying in and out of cool terrain. Not that Vegas is cool terrain, but I mean, Seattle's pretty cool. Going up to Reno, like doing all like that niche stuff. I say niche, but 350s aren't going into Reno, at least that I know of. That's more fun to me, you know? We're almost there. Are we almost there? I feel like I need to zoom the range in. We might have to start. Are we already almost there? Chat, we're 31 minutes out. All right. I guess we got to go to work. I was going to do cabin tour. I was half planning for a long haul today, but I think that's where I screwed up because I didn't drop that trip. I'm not doing a long haul. I need to have a minimum of 4 days off from real work if we're going to do a long haul in the sim. All right. 9,000 at Melvo. It's time to go to work. Sounds are coming up. Terminal charts are coming up. Toncontin, 9,000 at Melvo. Oops, didn't mean to hit that button. I can tell you right now we are already way high because this has us going to TNT and then back. And it also doesn't look correct. So first things first, let's descend and maintain flight level 300. Get us going in the right direction. Second things second, we're going to pull up the RNP AR02 north because that's all I care about from now. Melvo is at 9,000. Let's go back to our flight plan page here. These are all, where's the approach? Let's go to plan mode. Zoom you down to 10. Let's try, yeah, look, see we've got, whenever you have the Star of David on your ND, that means you got problems. So that is correct, but why we have Talag, Viton, then TNT, then Melvo. We don't want any of those. We want this Melvo here, and then after Melvo it's TG017. So that checks out. Let's go PPAUSE direct, insert, start descent, probably. Path too high. Well, maybe not. I think we're okay actually. Melvo right now is, oh yeah, but we don't have the constraint altitude, so clear that out. Melvo is at 9,000, at or above. Let's make it a hard 9 at return. I feel like it should ask me to confirm that, but it's not. So let's set 9,000. 9,000 is below. We're in mock descent. We also need to get the weather for this place. So let's go ahead and go to perf and go to approaches. Let me pull out the latest weather. Is there a way to get weather on the EFB? I'm sure there probably is, right? I've got it on my own actual iPad, but I love bringing it now. This is the way to go. Magnetic winds. 040 at 10, gusting 20. Well, this just got interesting. 040 at 10 with 20 knot gusts. OAT is 24. Well, I was reading the TAF, so I could be wrong. 24. QNH down there is 30/6. 30/6 is not set. 3006. Enter. Why aren't you accepting that? 300. Oh, because it's in freaking not those digits. 1017 is what this wants. So let's clear you out. 1017. There's the latest. Enter. Barrel mins for the approach. If I look at my charts, approach is RNP AR02 northbound. RNP for the straight in 4429. Let's go ahead and put 4429. Enter. That is set. Trans altitude flight level 200 config full. Okay. Speeds are set. It's landing perf tab. Oh, landing perf. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and sync FMS. Let's sync these with, thank you. Actually, no, compute. Tell me we can stop. Stop landing 232. Landing distance 1446. Field length 1663. So we have 16 meters with our margin. How much is 16 meters? Landing distance available 1678. And we need 1446. This is going to be tight. 0% slope, that checks. All right, good. We have our factored landing distance. I'm going to leave you back on the terminal chart. That's where we're going. I'll leave you up here. Now, can I full screen you? Can I hide this? I don't think so. All right, so RMP09, I'll zoom out a little bit. Melvo, it's going to be a tight track down there. Oh my goodness, look at this. Skyfall, 27 months, my man, thanks for the support. I'm curious, how do you enter variable winds? I enter 0, and that triggers a lot of people. Some people put to put the tailwind. So if it's like variable at 3, they'll just put the reverse runway course, will give you a tailwind of 3 knots. Some people will argue and say if you put 0 in there, it's going to mess your perf data if it's swirling. But listen, I can only tell you what I do. I put 0 for 0. And I've never had an issue. But ask Gus. I'm sure he'll have 4 different reasons why that's wrong. My EFB is saying I'm 80 feet above max landing weight for Toncontin. That's not good. What are you flying, Flix? Challenger? That's what Delta Cap told me in Orlando. He's been stuck doing long hauls for months. He was waiting on his deadhead flight back to London when I talked to him. Josh, yeah, I hear you, man. So I, a while ago, I was jump seating on a Delta 320 back to Atlanta when I was living in Atlanta. And jump seating over there, and the captain, he had just gotten back to the 321. And he came off the 350. He's like, yeah, it's cool. His exact words were, it was cool and all, but that type of flying is just not, I'm just not built for that type of flying. He's like, sleeping on the airplane is one thing, but it's no matter how you look at it, every flight is a red eye at some point, right? Because you're crossing so many time zones. And I think he also had, I think his wife was having some stuff done too, and he didn't want to have something go wrong and be on the other side of the world. Like, it's something if I'm in LA and my wife needs me, okay, 2-hour flight, I can hop on a 2-hour flight, I'm home. Whereas if I'm in freaking Azerbaijan, then it's not that simple to come home, right? So you got to think about that aspect too, if there's other home needs that you need to take care of. But where I do think that, and I'm not anti, like, people are like, oh, well, you're just anti-wide body. No, I'm not. I do think wide body flying would be cool when, like, say my kids are grown, kids are out of the house doing their own thing, and it's just me and the wife. Okay, then I think it would be cool, because then maybe take the wife with you on some trips, you know? But then I look at the reality of non-revving in 2020, whatever that will be, and I'm sure it's going to be way worse than it is now, and it's already pretty terrible. Non-revving is not what it used to be. Non-revving used to be a great thing, but now it's just, man, in my opinion, it's more stress than it's even worth half the time. So I can't imagine non-revving out, you know, then my wife getting stuck somewhere and like I'm flying back, she can't get on. Like, just, I don't know. Are we going to need the equipment? What equipment? Azerbaijan. What is Azerbaijan? Yeah, classic traveler. I do too. We just purchased tickets. Non-revving is an art, Gus. It really is. And I don't know how it is for other airlines, but I know U.S., especially domestic, dude, good luck getting on any flight these days. I mean, there's a window around Thanksgiving or prior to Thanksgiving where it's a perfect time to non-rev because everybody's not flying because they're waiting for the holidays. So there's that window a few months prior to the fall holiday, which is great for non-revving domestically. But other than that, man, it's always there's always, everybody and their brother has priority, and their brother's cousin's dog is also, you know, a D1-2 pass, and it's like, okay, they show up last minute. If one flight cancels, everybody rolls. And what actually really screwed for Americans specifically, when they started allowing passengers to go on earlier flights, that really started to hurt, especially like when I was commuting, because people would show up early to the airport, right, for their flight, and then they get through security way too fast. Like, oh, well, now I'm just going to go to this flight. It's earlier. So when you did have like 5 open seats, you now have 0 open seats because 7 people just showed up early for their next flight that leaves in an hour, and now you're not going to make that commute flight home. So sometimes it's great. Sometimes, I don't know, man. I'm jaded. I commuted for 5 years. Like, I'll buy a bus ticket. You need to befriend some great GA that can help you. Gus, I keep looking at Dukes, dude. I just had a YouTube recommendation. The cost to own a Beach Duke. Yeah, it's out of my wheelhouse, man. Because the average, the yearly flex cost, like, not including the purchase price, not including anything stored, anything, just the operation of the airplane is like 6 figures a year. My ex made us non-rev on our honeymoon to Hawaii. Ooh, but that was stressful. Commuting with is best with the box carriers if they go where you want to work. Yeah, that's true, Tim K. Oh, A-Rot's in the house. What's up, man? Future wide body bunkmate here. Hot take: non-revving shouldn't be a benefit for every airline pool. Oh, A-Rot, 100% agree, dude. 100% agree, my man. When is the next Duke Leg Force Raptor? It's probably going to be next weekend, my man. It's going to be a little while. My boss told me I should use SR22 for free to get my PPL. Matt B, you should take him up on it. Stop saying that. I'm going to end up on a 717 at this rate. Wait, okay, so do you not want the 717? Nah, dude, you're going to be posting pics from the we didn't even get to check out the bunk the emergency crew rest. Check this out. This is where A-Rat's going to be chilling. Oh, man, we should have done a cabin tour in the daytime. A-Rat's going to be sitting back here laying down in this like 3-inch pad, and for the first 6 months he's gonna be like, dude, it's incredible, I love my life. And then he's gonna message me on Discord and just be like, man, y'all hiring? Just kidding. Best of luck to you, man. Keep us updated on how it all goes too, man. I'm super excited for you. I wouldn't mind the 717, but I'm gonna commute for a little first because I want to see what Alaska does. So commuting to do a 6 to 8 hour leg on a 717 is gonna suck. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Non-revving? That is non-revenue flying. So pilots, flight attendants, airline employees of said pilots, flight attendants, mechanics, etc. Depends on how it's set up. They get to go on the airplane for free or for a very nominal cost, like for the price of taxes or whatever the like a international fee may be. So essentially you get on for very, very low price or no price at all. Non-rev. You are a non-paying passenger. Non-revenue. Back with the In-N-Out animal style fries. Must see the cabin tour. I know, dude. Dude, I need. Oh, so you're back with In-N-Out? Oh, dude, we didn't do a cabin tour, man. I didn't realize how short this flight was. I feel like we should do a return leg. I don't know. Let's just take a quick sneak peek. I still haven't done a cabin tour in daytime. Now, if you didn't know this, you actually have 76 and a half curtains in a 350-1000. Oh, man. Last time we did this, it was like a horror game. We had to use the flashlight. That was such a fun stream when we all stayed up super late. Or I did anyway. Our super late night stream in the 350. Felix just buttered the 340. Wow. I'm surprised he's flying anything other than the Challenger at this rate. All right, we're through that. 3001 is set. I'm hustling down to Melvo at 9. We're going to hit our decel and we're going to slow it up. As far as braking, there is no brake to vacate, right? Let's see if this even works, if it's in the database. Probably is not. I probably just WASM crashed the sim too. I don't think it's going to be in the database. Does not appear that it is. Okay. So, auto brake medium, that's all we got. We'll do a Toncontin departure when we get back from my trip. LS push button because it will be an FLS, right? No, it won't. How do you deselect FLS? Can you deselect FLS in a 350? I don't think it will. Secondary index data. Now in the 320 it would be under nav aids, rad nav, reports. No. I don't know if you can deselect an SLS. It has a taxi cam? Where'd you see a taxi cam? Does it work? Yeah, I don't think we can deselect FLS. Maybe if we don't turn on the yeah, it doesn't have the line on this one. This looks like a true RNP, so it doesn't have the dotted line, so we should be okay. But we will need terrain mode on. Terrain mode is on. Racing the sunset here too. Alright, we're getting ready to go through 9,000. We're slowing down. Let's go ahead and get our lights on so I don't forget. Lights are coming on, seatbelts are coming on, no smoking, no mobile. It's all in auto position. I'm going to go ahead and select speed 250. That's proper now. Let's go ahead and get the speed brakes out. Start slowing down. Let me get flight recorder up and running. Alright, flight recorder is primed and ready. I forget, did you guys want to see a Fenix stream tomorrow? Burbank, Vegas hops? Or are you guys tired of West Coast? I could just do it on my home PC. I just haven't flown an Airbus since, it's almost been a month, y'all. Oh, speed brake out with thrust levers out. Or with the thing out. I had to trim my beard. That's how long I haven't flown the real airplane. So the last time I flew the real airplane was the 7th of February. Yeah, I need to get my butt to work. So I've been off for a long time. I need to get some refreshings. On AMD's website, it says Microsoft 24, 121 FPS for the 970 XT. Interesting. Well, with frame gen, I believe it. Sure. With frame gen on, yeah. Do I need to remove my Duke and Fenix files to avoid an A350 BSOD? I'm 3 for 3. Oh my gosh, Flight Sim guy. Dude, I am so sorry you're having so many issues. Are you on Sim Update 1 beta? Are you on the beta? Listen, man, what I would do is I would delete everything. Microsoft, if you have fast internet, I don't know if you have fast internet, delete everything. It sounds like you've borked your Microsoft install. You should probably reinstall it anyway. It's only 10 gigs, right? It's not very much. If you have fast internet, dude, what I would do is I would wipe out your 2024, reinstall it, get the beta. Make sure you, oh, before I do all that, did you do the work folder? Surely you've done the work folder fix too, right? What I did do and I heard was recommended was to reinstall 2020. If you installed Microsoft 2024 on release day, somebody posted somewhere that it was recommended that you actually restart or you re-download the sim after, because there was a lot of corruption that happened that day, I guess. The work folder fix. Flight Sim guy. Okay, before you do any of the uninstalling things of your simulator, uninstall the 350. Go to the work folder fix. It's so before you even do that, before you uninstall, I'm going to see if I can do this. We're at 9,000 feet. I'm going to miss the approach. I can't do it now, my man. We're already high. Google the work folder fix and do that. You need it. That's probably what's causing it. You need to delete your WASM folder. All right, I'm going to activate and confirm the approach phase. Activate and confirm is done. What's MHTG traffic? No CTAF, so 22.8. 22.8 is up. We also want to slow down. I want to come back to 210 here. Actually, let's just come straight back to 180. We're going to need it. 180, we're a little bit high on profile.
5 on the go.
Uh-oh, someone's already going around. We got to hustle, chat. We got to hustle. Hustling down. We need to arm the approach. All right, Alt app descent. App descent nav. We've captured it. R and P AR selected. That's proper. Now we need to slow down. We are slowing, baby. Recording is on. Oh, that was juicy. Oh, we still need it. We might have to throw the gear. Come on, baby. Let's get on profile here. Toncontin traffic, Virgin 357 heavy, just over Tango Golf 014 for the RMP 02, Toncontin.
Toncontin traffic, Air Canada 104, starting final.
Toncontin traffic, Delta Center, RMP 102.
Flaps tree. Marcos, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Marco. All right, we got to pay attention here, man. This is a big time approach. Let's clear the gear. We need to slow down. We don't have a lot of time to get slow. We're 165 max. We're well above that. I blame Flight Sim guy. Can you go flaps full with the speed brake out?
Aircraft
No.
Melville, we're gonna keep visual separation.
I guess I can after I deploy them. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work, but I'm going to do it anyway. Can't imagine that would be legit.
Toncontin traffic, so we send a cross from local direction on the scope, still 15, cross the coast.
We're going to be alright, chat. We are going to be alright. Alright, landing checklist. Cabin crew advised auto thrust in speed. Auto brakes are medium. Landing checklist. It's all green. Landing check complete. Oh my goodness, this looks great though. Toncontin traffic, version 357 heavy, get ready to turn 5002. Oh, now I can see the beacon. This is going to be a sweet replay. Alright, let's hope I can make this. I'm going to leave terrain on.
Runway Toncontin is vacated.
Alright, he's vacated. I'm going to leave the RNP. I'm going to let it.
And good luck, and we are all counting on you, sir.
Thank you, I'm going to need it. I haven't even.
Go around, sold out.
100 above.
What did he say? Go rounds are what?
Minimum.
Alright, we're going to continue. You can leave it hooked up here till like 100 above. Why are you? Nope, don't be diving on me now. Don't be doing that. I'm ready to take over control.
500.
I'm ready to take control. I'm letting it do its thing here. She
400.
shouldn't do that.
300.
Alright, I have control. I didn't like that.
300.
Shouldn't have done that.
Yeehaw!
Oh my.
300.
Sync rate.
I don't know, Chad. I don't know.
200.
No, I don't think this is going to work out.
Pull up.
100. 50. 40.
Nope. Go around.
30.
Why so
Go
weak?
around flaps. Positive rate. You're up. And Toga SRS runway track. Time maintain 9,000. Manage nav. Thrust climb nav. Flaps 1 speed checks. Flaps 1. Autopilot 1. Juice. Toncontin traffic, version 357 heavy on the go. An unstable approach leads to an unstable landing. Well, at least we can go right back out to Melville and try it again. Flap 0 after takeoff checklist. Let's clean her up.
Skill issue!
I'm going to save that recording. 350, go around MHTG. We'll save that. That replay has been saved. I might have been able to save it, but I don't know, man. Well, we're racing the night here, so. Alright, Toncontin traffic. Virgin 35780 out of 6 for 8,000 now. We're going to set up for the RMP-02 again. Any traffic inbound over Melville, please advise. Alright, so thrust climb, 8,000 blue. Just got here. What wrong with that approach? Well, flight sim guy distracted me.
7 Condor 295, passing Tango Golf.
Okay, so he's at Tango
01.
Golf 01.
Yeah,
So he's already inbound. So we'll reactivate, confirm the approach from Tango Golf. We're going to fly out here a little bit. We'll make the turn. I'll select speed. We don't need to be hauling butt through here. Let's come back to 220. Major Zero, thanks for the £5 donation, though, man. Appreciate you, dude. Very kind. Just got here, went wrong. I think, yeah, Flight Sim guy distracted me, right? Surely it wasn't my fault. It was Flight Sim guy's fault. But hey, that was our first go around in the 350. All right, fly heading 360. Proceed direct TGO. Direct 2. Nav. And reactivate the approach. Flight plan's been cleared out. That's not good. Oh, there we go. All right. We're back. Plus, it got real unstable there, so I'm going to hand fly it. I will hand fly this one in. Get a little bit bright in here. Turn down these displays. Uh-oh. Flaps 1. Here we go. Round 2. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, for the flight deck, I apologize. It appears to be there was a lemur on the runway during our approach there to runway 02. So we like to go around, save his life when we're setting up. We'll be back on the ground here in about 5 minutes. We do appreciate your patience, and we'll update you as a new gate of assignment once we get on the ground. Thanks. Flaps 2. Second time's a charm. Roll the trucks, baby. Here we go. No, screens off is against SOP. No patience for this. Thanks for the $5 super chat. How's it going? Hey, it's going, man. And the gifted sub. No patience for this, man. Thank you so much, dude.
We got her down. We got her down.
I appreciate the
So I
support,
got a
man.
chiropractor appointment.
Uh-oh, somebody smashed it.
Gonna need it.
Let's maintain 180 here. Pick it up a little bit. 180, flaps 2. We'll arm the approach. And we're at 8,000. App descent nav. Try again. Round 2. Thank you, no patience for this again. Appreciate you. Latin VFR 340 or 350? Oh, dude, inibuilds 350, dude. Stay away from anything Latin VFR that's not a scenery. And Miami. Lemur was stuck in the cloud. Focuser, can't blame FSG now. I know, thanks no patience for this. Appreciate $2 super chat. Y'all are dead to me over there in the chat box. Also, now that I know it's going to do that little wiggle waggle down there on the approach, we'll have to be ready for that this time. We will be ready. Oh, I'm going to close the poll too. There's a lot of info going on here. Man, that's crazy. 17 to 20% for the 2020 users. 1619 have finished out with the poll. Is 2024 worth it? PAX, for me, I enjoy it. Yes. Everything feels more fluid in 2024. Now, granted, I don't use any custom sceneries. So if landing at a custom scenery is a big deal to you, then you're probably still going to need to hold off. Because everybody that comes in here with 2024 problems, it's because they're trying to make 2020 sceneries work in 24. And they're not officially working. I can promise you. So, if you are okay with that, then go for it. I personally haven't been able to launch 2020, man. The feel of the sim, the visuals of the sim far outweigh the airport scenery issue for me right now. And I think a lot has to do with I just like the feeling of the airplane better. You know, that's to me, for what I'm looking to get out of my sim, that's what I prefer right now. I deleted 2020 because I have no wishes in 24. Nice, Jesse. Love to hear it, man. Love to hear it. Where's Turk at? He's the #1 glazer of 24. All right, here we go. Round 2. App descent. We should... It should arm here soon. There we go. App descent nav. We're locked and loaded. Okay, let's get early. Gear down. Spoilers arm. Flaps 3.
That was butter.
All right, here we go. Toncontin traffic, version 357 heavy, inbound, TG012, Toncontin.
We're all counting on you.
Thanks, man. All right, flaps full, landing check. Little flap shake, I love it. I love it. Still hard to slow down, isn't it? So I will take control here before the mountain dive. Wow, look at Honduras at night. Now, IRL, didn't they have approach lights similar to Kitech here?
Whoa, you're high, man.
What's going on with my... Flight director off, bird on. Yeah, why are we so high? You see that? We're 1,400 feet high again.
I think my factory's got better
V9 than this.
Wow. Alright. We're going to have to modify our approach. It did not follow... Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it this time either, y'all. I can't read. I feel like I should be able to zoom in more.
Someone call Navy.
A lot of people.
We're going to get a sync right here.
Come on, with the runway.
1,000.
Not going to happen this time either, chat.
100 above.
Things are seeming to get a little bit spicy here.
Minimum.
That's me. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Okay. I guess we're doing this at night. Let's take it on the go. Here we go. Man, Toga, SRS nav, Audra thrust blue. Go around flaps, positive rate, gear up.
What did I say? Third time's the charm?
Something like that. Up we go, baby. Thrust climb, climb. So it's almost like it's reading those outer aboves and then just not taking them all the way down. So that is a problem. I also need to get the sounds for outside up to juice levels. Alright, autopilot 1. We're going to have to do some manual tweaking of this. How much fuel we got? Alright, let's stop that. I'm not even going to save that recording because that one was so mid. We're just going to record over it. Clean it up. Flap 0 after takeoff. Destination EFB. Yeah, we're down to 11,000 pounds. Fuel critical now. And we lost the approach. Why do I feel a WASM crash coming on here? We're going to reactivate, confirm. Flight plan. Why did we just go to open climb? Because we lost that. Okay. Why do I smell a WASM? Yeah, now we're not getting... Now we are not getting anything. No, we are not good on fuel. Who was that? One more till 2 years. Thanks for the content. Hey, Ali, Sammy, thank you so much for the support, dude. 1 year in. Appreciate all the support, man. Very, very kind, dude. Thank you. All right. We're cooking now. Except we're turning the wrong direction. Come back around. Come back to 180 here. Let's drop to 7. Thrust throttle open, descent, flaps 1. We don't have enough. We don't have a whole lot more of these go-arounds in the box. All right, take me direct. Toga, insert, nav, approach arm. R and PAR, flaps 2 coming out. Alright, we're turning around. What is... There's no altitude associated on here, so it is 4,100 feet at 11. 4,100 feet at TG 11. Somebody remind me that. So I'm going to actually to remind myself, I got to keep 7 armed now until we hit it. But we gotta. I'm gonna actually set a bottom altitude for this. Lucas, what's up, man? Appreciate ya. Yo, back from vacation. Let's go. I'm about to go back to work for real, but thanks for the support and the enthusiasm. Thanks for the 2 hey ice, man. Hope you had a good vacation. You got over 10,000 pounds of fuel, you're fine. Yeah, we're good. We're fine for another approach. But how much does it burn every go around? Like 1,000? I guess we're all right. Do I need to select LS? I shouldn't, because we're on an R and PAR. You see that? I shouldn't need to do that, but you see how we're way off course now? Let me redirect it. Let's center up the R and PAR. Approach nav is armed. AP1, app descent. So we were getting high, so I got to manually step down. We're going to manually step down if I have to here. 13 is at 62. So I'm actually, you know what? Let's just set 4,100 as a reminder. It's because it's now nighttime. Pull the Barry maneuver. Well, currently we're burning 24,000 pounds an hour, and we have 10,000 pounds on board, so that's 30 minutes. Yeah, that's why that EFBs comes up, because we're below 45. We got about 30 minutes of fuel. Not even that much, actually. At 24,000 pounds an hour, we have 10,000. Just under 30 minutes. We've got like 25. Alright, so this is supposed to be at 7. At or above 7, which we are. You see, but that's so, like, I feel like I should be able to see these a little bit better. At or above. I think all these at or aboves is what's screwing me up here. Let's slow up even more. Let's come back to 160. We're gonna really be on top of this one. We'll be at green dot. We won't throw the flaps out yet. Magic barrel ref has been updated. 15 is at 7. 14 down to 6,700. So we're looking good. No, I don't need to go down yet, Vodka. Right, it's doing it correct right now. Alt check is fine. TG 15 at 7,000, y'all. Chill. flaps 3, out of sequence. Manage speed. TG-14 is at or above 6,700 feet. It's only 300 feet to lose in like 3.5 miles. Well, it's looking correct right now. Now we gotta do this at night, which is what I was not wanting to do. As soon as we start down, we will throw the gear and configure fully. Alright, app descent. That's good. Gear down. Flaps full. Oh my goodness, look at the glow of Honduras. Oh my gosh, I love this. Alright, here we go. Let's pay attention. At or above 62 at 13. That checks. Recording is on. I'm going to record over that last one. Yes, recording is up and running. Alright, landing checklist. We'll come up here as we go through 2,000. We're looking good. At 13, we need to be 6,200 feet. We're getting a little bit high, so I'm getting ready to take over. TG-0112 at 55. Yeah, see, she's high. Down we go. Flight director's off. Give me the bird. That's what we call the non-authorized version of this approach. I want to be on the bottom end of this descent path here. Now we're a little bit fast too. She's having a hard time slowing up. Ground spoilers arm. Landing check is chem crew advised. Auto thrust speed. Auto brakes are off. Auto brakes are off. Why are auto brakes off? Auto brakes medium. Landing checklist. All green. Landing checklist complete. All right. 41 at TG-11. 41. So we're coming down. We got 900 feet to lose. We're 8th out. We're good. Cooking with gas now, Chad. We are cooking with gas now. There's the altitude alert. Check. Let's go ahead and set 8,000 for the go-around. Ground altitude is set 8,000 below. 1,000 feet, semi-stable. 400 feet to lose. Alright, well, all red on the terrain. You're dead to me. You're just making it harder to read. I gotta cockeye my view here so I can see. Alright, we're looking good now. I really wish I had some approach lights, some lead-in lights here. Alright, we're committed. I think, actually, isn't it supposed to be a visual segment here? Maybe that's why I freaked out the first time.
500.
Oh man, I'm flying from the center pedestal so I can see out the window. This is very suspect, Chad.
300.
Sync rate.
Check.
200.
Sync rate.
Check.
$100.
Sync rate.
Check.
50. 40.
Oh, jeez.
30. 20. 10.
Set.
Jeez. More brakes.
Max braking. Max braking.
Max, I'm standing on him. I'm standing on them.
Brake.
I'm standing. I'm standing on him, brother. Oh.
Brake. Max braking. Max braking.
We got it.
Brake. Max braking.
That was not what I like to call an optimal approach. Ladies and gentlemen, third time's the charm. Welcome to Toncontin. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, baby. Don't mind me as I go off the taxiway here, because I'm very sure this cannot fit a 1000 series. Yeah, we're going to bring the truck in the dirt, I think. Ooh, we just fit. We just made the turn. Kablamo! Yeah, that one we'll have to landing rate. That was not a button. There was no check, hold, close on that one. That was straight up smash.
On behalf of the crew, thank you for flying with us today, and we look forward to welcoming you again soon.
Wing is outside the airport perimeter. I think it is. It is. 100%. The wing, we're clipping light poles almost. I gotta stay on this side. I don't want. Oh yeah, we're taking out light poles.
Oh, that's why you guys wear brown pants, eh?
Yeah, we're definitely taking out light poles. Brakes are smoking. All right. Well, we got a couple cool recordings to watch. Oh, I just hit something collidable. What did I hit? Well, we buttered the MD-11 in here, not so much the A350. I think the 900 would have been much better. The 900 would have been the way to go. I was forced into flying the 1000. Look at this ramp. Look at this freaking ramp. Air Canada, Delta. I'll park right next to Sustava. Look at the Condor down there. There's Flix. Having a real pilot would be much better. I agree.
In the right color this time.
Ah, in the blue. At least we can all go to the beach, gentlemen.
Not many of the... And they want a Takeoff up.
Wait, is that a Hawkeye? What is that?
They want to talk about... They want to talk keyless RT, but no biscuit.
I'm pretty sure there's an E2 Hawkeye like on the end of the ramp over there. Is that Mickey G?
I don't know where we can go in off-duty. Forget it, teacher. Probably runway.
Oh, it just spawned in perfectly. All right. Brakes are set. We're not going to shut it down. I took out 6 light poles. Well, gentlemen, it was ugly, but we're all here. So thanks for flying along. We'll catch you on the way out. All right. Let's disconnect from the premium situation. Let's go into replay cam. What do we watch first? The landing or the go-around? I guess we'll watch the go-around first. So let's save this one. 350 MHTG landing. That one is saved. When did we go around? Like 20 minutes ago? So 18... Because we did 2 go-arounds, so it was probably like 1805-esque. Alright, replay's up. Oh no, this is the landing. Hold on. We're gonna crash. We gotta load. Come on, where are you at? What did I save it at? Uh, 350 MHTG go around. Alright, replay. Alright, here we go. Let's run this forward.
2,500.
Yeah.
1,000.
Alright, resume.
We are delighted to have you with us today. Please take a moment to store your carry-on items in the overhead compartments or under the seats in front of you.
Lucas, thanks for 5 hey ice. A350 and Toncontin is like a 320 in Santos Dumont. Kablamo required an absolutely Justified. Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate you, man.
Is here to help.
Yeah, we definitely kablamoed that one.
So we kindly ask that you
I'll run G's to see how hard it was. All right, so here was our first approach. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a visual segment. Maybe, I don't know. The autopilot really destabilized us there. Yeah, see, we got all funky here. And, you know, we were taking a 350-1000 in here, so it's using a little bit of creative imagination. There's the turn to final. Actually wasn't terrible, but right here, leveled off. You got to keep descending in that turn. I leveled off too early. See, now it was too late. Probably could have saved it. How close I get to the tower? What tower? See, this actually was pretty good. Probably could have saved this landing. Probably should have. We weren't that high. But we just had too much energy. Okay, that's sick. Come on now, that's pretty sick. Alright, that was pretty juicy. Rewind it and watch below. Alright. Let's go back. I gotta put the gear down. Right here. There's a tower we almost hit, apparently. I mean, she's nimble, but she ain't circling RNP-02 nimble. I bet the 900 would have been the way to go. Oh, there's that tower down there. We were clear of all obstacles. I like the head-on view of the go-around. Hold on, max sound, max volume. No dice, Captain, go around. That was pretty sweet. Look at that climb perf out of Toncontin. It was so light. Alright. So we cleaned it up. Look at the stoplights down there. That's so cool. Look at that. Look at that view. Come on now. That is real life. That is real life right there. Come on. Alright. Let's load the other one. I'm going to stop that one. We might do some funky business. 350 landing, open. Replay is on. All right, here's our successful attempt. Now we did this close to nighttime. Actually, we landed at night. Where's the... But I want to see what it would look like, and then we'll do the one at night. And I'll give you a full replay towards the end. Let's run this forward.
1,500.
I should have just swung wide. I should have swung a little bit wider. I thought there was approach lights going into here. I really need them. They're just too tight on the turn. Define the V1 totally legit aviation experience. Appreciate it. There are in 2020 Swarm? Uh-oh, Swarm's gonna make me go back to 2020. Is it a custom scenery? Maybe I need a custom scenery. I mean, we got, this is getting close right here. Oh, brother. Oh, that I overcorrected just a little bit. You see that? I had to stabilize, save it, stabilize. Ooh. No tail strike. Let me launch G's. Let's see what G's had to say. Look at that. I don't know if it was smash, but let's see. 321. Yeah, definitely. Said 321 on that one. I think G's is pretty reliable on replays. I mean, it's no less reliable than when you're live. Because I swear, some landings it tells you smash when you butter them. That one said 306. No, that's max reverse right there. Alright. Can I hop out? Oh, they bamboozled me. They bamboozled me. And I can't detach the, I can't detach this camera? Oh. The 2020 cameras were bad enough. Now they're worse. 315 on G's. What did you have, Zippy? I mean, I'll take it for a totally legal 351 landing. Alright. I'm going to let y'all have one last replay here. I'll wind the sim time forward a little bit more so you can get full juice. And, that's it. I'm going home. Almost 9 o'clock.
2,500.
Well, I do apologize for the delays for today's stream, but I hope you enjoyed it. Nevertheless, Cali Simmer, have a good rest of your evening. I'll be headed your way in a few days. We might go live tomorrow. We might not. I don't know. We didn't even get 300 likes on this, so I guess you guys are tired of seeing me, so maybe I should just go fishing. If we do go live, it will be in the Phoenix, and it will be in Burbank, and it will be West Coast, so it'll probably have the most views possible. All right, y'all have been awesome. Thanks for the fun little fly along. That was pretty cool having all those heavies on that ramp. I will see y'all, if not tomorrow, it'll be next week, and the next airplane we fly is probably going to have a whole lot less glass than this one. So y'all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. See you.